Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 25th to the 31st, 2024 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in booking a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below, as are prices. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound, which will be the singing bowl. And the singing bowl, the way it sings, it really gives me an insight into the energy that I'll be dealing with in this reading. So it is a beautiful tool for the tarot and also for healing and connection. Now, now let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Pisces. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We are crowned with the Eight of Swords. Oh, okay, fun times. Then we have the Chariot. Oh, that's good. Everything kind of resolves itself rather quickly. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, angels and spirit guides. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. That's us. We're represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So we're coming through here as a queen. We then have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. Interesting. Okay. So let me just make sure everything is in frame. Okay. So you have strong Cancer energy coming through. So the Chariot represents Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. You're taking the reins, okay? You're taking the reins in a way that you didn't think was possible because of something that happened in the Cancer time period, okay, during the summer. And now you're taking the reins in a way that makes you very powerful. You started then, you're doing so now more and more. With the Eight of Swords, be mindful here, Pisces, because we're going to have a tendency to overthink, to overanalyze, to feel trapped, to feel overwhelmed, okay? It also doesn't help that we're dealing with bullying energy that can be very overwhelming to us. We're also going to be highly conservative, not like I'm not talking politics or anything like that, not at all. What I'm saying here is like very much like, oh, but it has to be like this, right? This is the only path to success. These are the roads that you have to walk. You have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, that type of thing. We're going to be looking at things and saying, okay, that's it. We're not going to give ourselves room for expression, room for creativity, and that's what we thrive on, no matter what our profession. Even if we are a doctor and a lawyer, we're just using the traditional like ideas of routes to success. And here, you're going to be a little bit untraditional during this time, nonconformist, and yet you're going to berate yourself in one way or another because you're going to be thinking, well, if I could be just more like that, no matter what that is. So just embracing the question aspect of yourself, but also looking at your prosperity, your bounty, your abundance, and grounding yourself in your success because you're moving against the grain of things. And once you accept, okay, I'm not supposed to be going with the flow of everybody else, I'm supposed to be going with the flow of me, that's going to like lift the weight off your shoulders and make you so much happier. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, there are 3 things that you have to do. You have to like, you have to comment with a butterfly, and you have to subscribe. That will put you in the running to receive a free reading. And the winner of that reading will be announced on Sunday. It's announced every Sunday. But guys, listen, only the winner emails me. Okay? Not everybody else. Not cool. All right? And if it happens, then we're going to have to stop doing these giveaways because we want to be respectful to the winner, right? Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have fragments. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what's really interesting here is the fragments makes me think of this poem, and I forget who wrote it, but it's called Happiness, and it's happiness is like a crystal, fair, exquisite, and clear, broken in a million pieces, shattered, scattered far and near. So, and then it goes on to say, now and then in the long life's journey, lo, some shining fragments fall, but there are so many pieces, no one ever finds them all. Look at the fragments of happiness that you have. It might not be a full sphere, but it usually never is. It is connecting what is in your sphere of being, but it's also taking what is sacred to you, happiness, joy, and it's building it forward. And it's saying, but this is me. It's not everything, right? And it may not even be conventions of things, right? The conventional way of doing things. But if it brings you joy, if it comes from a place of love, of light, of peace, and by light I mean like it adds to the world instead of subtracting them from it. If it comes from that place, if it follows, the golden rule, do unto others as you'd have done unto you. That's a very good rule to live by. It's simple too, right? It will move us forward. It will bless us. So taking those fragments that we have and letting them bless us, letting them move with us, and not moving in jealousy and overthinking, because that's going to be just very easy for us during this time, because we have the 8 of Swords crowning us, where it's like, oh, whatever I do, it's never going to be good enough. And that is a bold-faced lie. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have angels and masters. These are your angels and your spirit guides. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. This is blessings, prosperity, and beauty coming forward. This is you being protected. The angels taking you under their wing, cocooning you in their wings, and saying, I got you, Pisces. And that is beautiful. The energy to be mindful of during this time, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the 9 of Pentacles. So when we're told to be mindful of the 9 of Pentacles, it means we're not seeing the blessings that we have right here, right now, or we're not focusing on them. We're thinking of the past and we're thinking of the future, but we're standing in the present can seem astoundingly difficult. So just be mindful about that. We kind of have to force ourselves to embrace gratitude, to, look at ourselves and say, I'm doing a great job. I really am quite fabulous, type of deal. I'm very proud of me. Energy, that's going to be important. So with the 8 of Swords in crowning this whole reading, okay, there's this real sense of being caught in our heads, overthinking, overanalyzing, doubting ourselves, but we're taking the reins, right? That's how we started off this reading. It's like, okay, there's doubt and there's fear. We can have a tendency of delving into our own minds. Neptune rules Pisces, right? Neptune is the ruler of the unseen world, meaning that what isn't seen, Pisces, is a lot bigger to us than what is seen. So the world of our mind is a lot bigger to us than the outside world. So change your mind, change your life. As above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. Taking the reins and moving forward emotionally and saying, this is what I want for my life. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going after. Even if we don't get there, even if we get close, even if we change our minds along the way, we're going to be feeling very, very powerful. It moves us then to the 8 of Pentacles reverse. And will this be the best week for work? Probably not. We can just think, I don't want to be here. I want to be doing something else. I want to be going, exploring, having fun, whatever it is. Just be mindful about this during this time. We can also get really caught up on little details of things instead of seeing the bigger picture, which can really it can have us fumble the ball, but it can also have us be really frustrated because it's like, but this is so important. Why isn't everybody else seeing it? Or, this takes up all our time and all our energy and nobody understands. And it is because we kind of got like micro focus. So just be mindful about that. With the Ace of Swords, here it's embracing our voice. God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of embracing our voice, of embracing our talent, of, realizing that we all are just stories and perception. So it's looking at our story. How am I telling myself the story of me? And how am I perceiving the story of me? It's taking the sword, it's cutting through doubt and fear, it's embracing our voice, it is moving towards our goals, but it's also knowing that a sword is a weapon, right? It's the only weapon in tarot. And that weapon is forged. And it takes years of practice to be able to yield it well. And that is the weapon of our mind and our voice. We need to practice to yield it well. We need to practice to step into our power. And we don't have us fully taking this gift during this time, but we are taking it. We might not be aware of it. And it moves us then to the Wheel of Fortune. We feel like things aren't changing. We feel like the Wheel of Fortune changes for everybody else, but we always think like they're moving up, they're moving up. We don't see their struggles. So being aware of this during this time is going to be very important. Okay. It might not be moving the way that I want it to, but everybody else isn't on the roller coaster of fun that I think they're on. So just be mindful about this, because social media is a tricky beast. So here we can be, really believing everybody's, prosperity reel of, oh my gosh, my life is so great. So just be mindful about that, because we feel stuck. We can feel stagnant. We can feel like this isn't the season I wanted to be in. This was supposed to be my season. Everything was supposed to change right now. It's going to be a slower transitional change, but it's going to be very powerful. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of wealth, prosperity, bounty, and abundance. Will we be taking that gift? Yes, we will, but we don't realize we're taking it, because we're going to think, oh, you have to plant the seed this way. You can only do it this way. And Spirit's like, I'm giving you a seed of the heart and of the soul and of your passion. You can plant it whatever way you want to. So that is something that we're going against during this time. We're not being as traditional as we'd like to be, or as we think we should be in order to be successful. With the Ace of Cups, this is us embracing our heart. This is also beautiful, astoundingly sacred feminine energy. And astoundingly, like, this is the most feminine of all the Queen cards. And she embraces love, and she embraces compassion, and she, moves forward in the nurturing of it all. Now, it doesn't matter how we identify, what gender we are. What matters is that we are taking what we love and we are nurturing it. We are drinking deeply of our cup, and we are embracing our heart and what we desire, because the Knight of Wands is moving us forward with passion. Especially, this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially if we're born on the cusp of Aries, or we have strong fire sign energy in our chart. Our passion is going to be moving us forward, and yet we're going to be having a hard time balancing everything. That's because we can get very myopic with things, so do be mindful. Kind of like stepping back is going to be important. But this is us moving towards our passion. We're also going to be very drawn to people who are passionate, who are fiery, who are tenacious. And with the Emperor reverse and this whole energy right here, the Emperor reverse, the King of Pentacles reverse, and the Hierophant reverse, this is all very controlling. Okay, so we're moving away from the sense of, you know better than me, to the sense of, my power is different than yours, and I don't need to fit into this box. And that's going to be very liberating. And it's going to be a little bit scary, because it always is, when we think, oh my gosh, I have to do things my way, or I have to do things differently. But if you're here, if you listen to this channel, if you're part of this family, first of all, thank you. And if you're new, welcome. But you're not meant to fit in. You have always been meant to stand out. And that is an important thing. You are meant to stand out. You are meant to stand in your energy and in yourself, to embrace your power, to know who you are, and to find your voice. And with the Ace of Swords here, you have found your voice, and it's planting seeds of success within you. It's just not going to happen in the season that you think it should. You're going to start growing cucumbers in the winter. It's going to be like, wow, that's wild. So just be mindful about this. It's going to be a little bit like, oh wow, I can't believe it. Like, oh wow, this is so interesting for me. But take away other people's ideas and start embracing your heart. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message in its balance. We're finding the balance within ourselves. We're finding the harmony within ourselves. And as we do so, and we're also embracing the balancing of the two fish that represent us, right? The balancing of our energy, the balancing of our insight, the balancing of the duality of ourselves, which at times, consciously in the waking world, we're not doing as well, but subconsciously we're a lot better at. Holistic health is the root chakra. This is one of my favorite cards. This is looking at your body. This is looking at yourself. This is knowing food is medicine. And this is connecting with healing, with saying, okay, what is my body saying to me? How do I need to heal? How do I need to embrace me? How am I opening up to what my body is telling me? Or am I listening to my body and connecting with healing me? It moves us then to our subconscious. Yeah, energy to be mindful of. We're being very rigid with ourselves. Spirit has already said that. We're being too traditional, right? And here with the Two of Swords, we're supposed to be walking a different path. And yet here it's like, no, it's path A or path B. That's it. No other options. Now, you might be saying, Dane, this is all very well and good, but how do I know the untraditional path that I'm supposed to walk? Follow your joy. And I know that sounds so unhelpful, and you might want to just turn this off and be like, Dane, you're just silly. And I get that. I respect that too. But looking at what brings you happiness, looking at your talents is powerful, because either you have a hobby that embraces your talents and lets you shine, and you feed up and fill up your cup of joy that way, or you have a job that you're not going to think is my dream job all the time, but it's a damn good job, excuse my language, right? And it inspires you, it moves you forward, and it fills up that cup. Either way, knowing your joy, knowing what sparked happiness within you when you were small, before people told you what you should be, how you should be, what successful looks like, what prosperous looks like, when you just thought, this is what I want to be. And maybe you wanted to be Godzilla when you grew up. I mean, that's cool, right? So you wanted to be a superhero. Maybe you, loved stories or video games or, whatever. What was your joy? And how are you feeding that cup today? How are you filling that? Is it through your imagination? Is it through your creativity? It's letting yourself shine. Is it also through solving puzzles and seeing yourself advance, seeing yourself move forward? It moves us then to the Two of Swords. Oh, that's so interesting. That we have here the Two of Swords reversed. Be mindful of being too stubborn. And then we have the Two of Swords here. Follow the path that you didn't think could be taken. Follow the path that you didn't even know existed. Follow the path to you that others wrote off long before you even got a say. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed week. Bye.